We took foster classes. Tiffany and I both have a desire to foster or mostly adopt. One thing that kind of brought that into my mind and heart was a verse in James that talks about pure and undefiled religion is to look after the widows and orphans. You know, a big thought in our mind as we go through the process is just how adoption is such a picture of what God has done to and for us as Christians, adopting us into His family. And I think adoption is just a really vivid picture of the gospel in a lot of senses.
I mean, the way that I see us impacting, you know, obviously, yes, impacting the child that's coming into our home and trying to give them, like, they're going to be coming to church with us most likely, so they're going to get that. And then Javen and Annalise, too, are going to see this picture of, you know, we love others even if they're not from our family.
It's opened up a lot of opportunities for me to talk about just the gospel, because I can say, you know, like, they'll ask, you know, like, oh, you're fostering? Or why did you decide to do that? And I'll be able to say, like, well, I feel like fostering and adoption is just something that is it's exactly what God has done for us. And it's opened up opportunities for me to share in that sense. I also hope to have an impact on the biological parents through the fostering process. A lot of times there will be some interaction with them.
I definitely see a connection between the Great Commission and fostering, because like, I always think, like, my kids are like, that's kind of my mission field as a stay-at-home mom. Like, they're the people that I'm with most of the day and the person that I can show most of Christ's love and give the gospel to as many times as I get the opportunity to. So throwing another one at the home is just going to get it too. In my mind, I keep running across the question, like, okay, you know, we want to adopt. What if the foster child goes back? And I have to keep coming back to, like, okay, I had it for a year or two or whatever, and we invested that much, and if it goes back, the investment was still made. And now I'm just thinking about Jesus, but, like, I mean, God lost His Son for us, so we can pour out love and be willing to do something for Him too, I guess. And as I said before, you know, it's kind of this, you know, we're investing for this amount of time that we have, and if we don't get more than that, then we don't get more than that.
Obviously, your children are little people that you interact with every day for a long time. There's not a whole lot of other people you interact with that much, so you have a tremendous amount of influence into their lives, and I think if you're not trying to mentor them towards Christ, you're not going to be going out to the world and trying to do that either. I think it starts in the house. We're doing this because of what God has done for us. You know, like, without God having done what He did for us, there's a lot less, I don't know, motivation to step out and do other things for other people.